we're back down here in the shop. We took the weekend off. Took yesterday off. We had to get some work done on the chicken coop. So I think I'm about pretty much done with that chicken coop except for a feeder, but that's not any issue. That shouldn't take me long at all. Wendell does have the motor. He called me today and said all the bearings were blue, like it had starved of oil. He wants me to cut the oil filter apart and see if the oil filter may have collapsed. We're going to pull all the lines off, check all the lines, make sure there's nothing in any of the lines. I'm going to clean all that up, clean the tank up. I'm going to take the tank off. Once I get all that off and cleaned up, try to go after it again. We're still trying to assess the situation there about why that happened, or what happened, or what caused it. But as far as if you're over on Patreon, you've seen the picture of our O-Bird filter here. Had some debris and metal in it. We're not quite sure where the metal came from, so we're going to take the pump apart as well and try to look into it and make sure there's nothing going on there. We did order an oil cooler. Got to get that in there, get it mounted up, get it squared away. But first, I want to say thank you to all you guys over here who have checked out our Amazon wish list. Last week, was it Todd? Yeah. Last week, Todd picked us up a case of oil and an oil filter, which that'll come in handy here when we get the motor back, because then we'll have oil for that. This past week, we've been getting more stuff in off of our Amazon wish list. We got 1/4-inch drill bits, 3/16 drill bits, pair of Milwaukee channel locks, tube of Timken grease, roll of blue shop paper towels. I believe all of that came from Rick Bob, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes.
And then today we got a package of tear-offs. I'm not sure who sent that. It didn't have who it was on, who sent that. I know Rick Bob has sent me tear-offs in the past, so if it came from you, Rick Bob, I appreciate it. If it came from somebody else, let us know who it was, and we'll be sure to thank the proper person. So, like I said, today is going to be getting all the oil lines and oil pump off and trying to go through all that and go from there. In this other box right here is our oil cooler that we ordered. I'll show it to you real quick. See there's our oil cooler, and it has a spot for our oil temperature gauge fittings. So that's on the plans, that's the agenda. We're not racing this coming weekend as well, just because we're trying to get prepared for next weekend, Friday the 19th and Saturday the 20th at Smoky Mountain Speedway. Friday is the makeup race that got rained out a couple of weeks ago, or a couple months or so ago. And then Saturday will be with the Topless Outlaw Series. It'll be a complete show on Saturday. We do got to check nuts and bolts and make sure there's nothing bent or banged up here on the car and everything, as well as we got to go we're going to have to do something with some tires and get the motor back and get it all back in. Got to do new T-bar. That one got kind of mangled up, so got some aluminum there. I'm going to try to get our T-bar fixed up. Got to do a little work on the filler panel. It got kind of ripped up, so we had to stitch it. So we got a lot to do. Got a little bit of time to do it, so that's why we've not been in too big of a rush or too big of a hurry. Hopefully everything goes back together the way it's supposed to.
All right, guys, so step one today, he's going through our oil tank here and cleaning everything up really good. We're just trying to rule everything out. See what the issue is. Alright, so he cleaned it out with the solution that's in the parts washer. Now he's just gonna spray it off with the water. Oh, we got the cat. Careful, baby. Alright, so Brad's working on cleaning all that out. Chris says we're gonna start working on some hoses. And I'm just gonna sit back here. Watch a good video. Oh. What are you doing?
And they just say, Mama, so and he said jump off, and then I did it. And then they did do it. So then I was going like this, he said, come down.
Daddy said made you come in because he came in?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a good daddy.
Yeah. But he didn't let me stay out there by himself.
No, can't stay out there by ourselves, can we?
Yeah, we can.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we can.
Go right.
No.
Just come here.
Well, she said you want to do it, now she don't. Go do it.
All you do is turn it on and run. Good on that. Why it ain't even scratching the metal? What we gonna do now?
There.
Alright, so update, he got that all cleaned up. I'll go right here and show you that. So there is the oil tank. We run the Peterson 5-stage. So there that is, all cleaned up. The Oberg had a ton of metal shavings in it. So we're just cleaning everything up for good measures. I mean, like Brad said already, the motor checked out fine. So we're just trying to see what could be the cause here. So cleaning everything up is the biggest main plan today. Chris is getting all the lines off so that we can, or so they can soak them. He's trying to engrave them, but that engraver's not working real well, so we know where to put them back. And Brad's also working on taking the line off. And he's old, so he's limping a little bit. Alright, so got the oil lines. He's got the oil lines soaking. We're hoping that any of the oil shavings, or not oil shavings, any of the metal shavings or any of that will come out. We'll just kind of soak out of it. Like I said, the tank's already done. Next thing I think they're going to try to get out is the oil pump. And then they're going to try to take the oil pump apart and see if anything internally looks off with that. So just pray it all goes back together the way that it should, because that sometimes is fun to get it back together. But they're labeling everything as they're taking it all apart so that we know how to put it back together. But I guess this is kind of what our year's going to consist of, just chasing issues. You have those years, but we'll get it figured out. Alright, so they're starting on taking this apart. See how that goes? Alright guys, so we've been outside playing with the kiddos and they've been working on this pump here. Not finding any issues.
Yeah, we might have one now. We don't know. We don't know what we're doing.
Look, Brad's putting it back together and Chris is holding a picture right here to see how to put it back together.
And look, we got A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Gotta go through the whole alphabet.
Oh, crap.
Now it's broken.